I've been doing this whole YouTube thing now for a few years at this point, and in that time, I've bought quite a bit of gear. Some useful, some not so useful. Today, I want to talk about the pieces of gear that I don't regret buying whatsoever. Nothing in this video is sponsored, and I bought everything with my own money. And please, keep in mind, this gear works for me. It might not work for you, so please think about it before you go and buy anything that I talk about in this video. But without further ado, let's get into it. This is the Godox SL60W, a dead simple LED video light. It has one color, white, at 5500 Kelvin. The only control you get is whether you want it off or on, and how bright you want it to be when it is on. This is certainly not going to be the video light for everyone. It's not very portable, it has no fancy colors, and it has nothing in the way of effects. But it's cheap and it does a great job at evenly lighting your subject when paired with a softbox. There are absolutely newer, brighter, and more portable options out there today. But for someone who's just making YouTube videos like this in their house and doesn't need a light to fill an entire studio, for just $100, I still think that this is a great option. These are the Nanlite Pavo tubes. These are the lights I reach for when I need color, an effect, or portability. Tube lights are one of the coolest lights out there today because of how versatile they are. You need them to be your primary light? They can do that. You need them to add an extra bit of color to your background? They can do that too, all while being completely portable with an inbuilt battery, which in my experience easily lasts a few hours at a time. These tube lights, when combined with a decent key light, are essentially all you need to get high quality lighting. The Aperture MC. I'm sure many of you have seen this light before, and if we're being honest, probably own 3 of them already. These are small RGB lights that are bright, with great looking colors, USB charging, effects, and magnets on the back, which you can use to stick to just about anything. They're perfect for adding a pop of color to a product, color to your background, and you can even use them to make a makeshift RGB practical light out of nearly any lamp. A snoot is an accessory which you can put on any light with a Bowens mount, which allows you to focus and shape the light however you want. You can do that either by manually adjusting it or by using these little accessories called gobos, which you can buy or even make yourself. I love using this to add an extra layer of depth to an otherwise boring shot. I primarily use 2 microphones on this channel, either this, the Shure SM7B, or the tiny DJI wireless mics. The DJI wireless mics, or really any of these new small microphones, are incredible tools at capturing genuine moments while maintaining consistent quality. Are they the best sounding thing in the universe? No. Are they a lot better sounding than your camera's inbuilt microphone? Yes. And are they a lot less intrusive than a large boom mic? Yes. I think your mileage out of these microphones will heavily depend on what type of content it is that you're making. If you're making travel or vlog style videos, then I think that these are fantastic and almost a necessity. If you're making more scripted, talking head style content like I make, you might be better off sticking to a more traditional microphone. Just a quick side note, in my opinion, DJI makes some of the coolest, most useful accessories out there today, from their mics to their gimbals. But in my experience with every single DJI product that I have personally used, they are very inconsistent. I have had the DJI microphones randomly cut out at crucial moments. And there's another product in this video that I've had randomly start spinning on me. DJI makes excellent products when they work. I just wish that they were a little more consistent. The Shure SM7B, a microphone which has been in use for over 20 years. It's large, it requires an XLR input, and a lot of power to make it sound good. Meaning if you're not speaking directly into it at a close distance, it doesn't sound very good. This, however, is phenomenal if you're just trying to record your voice and not what's going on around you, like your Midwest neighbors mowing their lawn. Now, a microphone like this is not some kind of a magic key. It's not just gonna make everything you do sound great. But in my opinion, this is a phenomenal microphone. I'm not going to comment in this video about what type of camera you should buy, because in my opinion, that can vary so much from person to person and the type of video that you are making. But what I will comment on are lenses. The Viltrox 13mm f1.4 is my go-to wide-angle lens for APS-C size cameras. It's super wide, so even after the crop factor kicks in, it still gives you that wide field of view. It's bright at f1.4, letting in a ton of light. It's super sharp, and it's cheap. This is a phenomenal lens for travel, vlog-style videos, or any situation that you just want a wide field of view. The Fujinon 30mm f2.8 macro lens is one of the newest additions to my gear. I absolutely love using this lens to get super close-up shots. The focusing distance is just 10 centimeters, or about 4 inches, which essentially means that when the lens hood is attached, you can touch your subject and it will still be in focus. And just like the Viltrox lens, it's super affordable. One of the most boring items on our list, in my opinion, but probably the most necessary, are high-quality ND filters. An ND filter is essentially like sunglasses for your camera. It allows you to shoot outdoors while maintaining a cinematic frame rate to shutter speed ratio. There are many different types of ND filters out there at dramatically different price points, but for my money, I like a dark, fixed ND filter, like this Polar Pro ND64. Some cheaper ND filters have a habit of changing the color of your image in fairly impactful ways. If you find a cheap ND filter, I would strongly recommend doing some research on it before buying it. Just in principle, why would you buy a $1,000 plus lens and put a $20 piece of glass on the end of it? Knickknacks, set dressing, or just things you like. Whatever you want to call them, I don't think enough people give them credit for being able to add so much to a scene. They don't have to be expensive. In fact, most of the time, having something super expensive would be really out of place. They're not supposed to be the focus, just something to make your scene feel a little more organic or a little more interesting. Personally, my favorite way to do this is to just go to any of the local hobby stores like Hobby Lobby and buy a few things that pique your interest. Rounding off this list, we have the newest addition to my gear, the DJI Ronin S. I do have to be honest, this goes against what I said at the beginning. This was a gift from a friend, so I did not pay for it. Regardless, this has quickly proven to be one of the biggest quality enhancing pieces of gear that I own. Looking over some of my old videos where I tried to get stable looking footage handheld versus now when I'm able to use this gimbal is a night and day difference. Is it a pain to have to balance it every time I switch lenses and every time I use it? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. It is so dramatic that yes, I think it's absolutely worth it. I got my channel to this point without a gimbal, so I'm sure you could too. But as someone who never really thought the difference would be that noticeable, I have to admit I was wrong. That's it. That's pretty much every piece of gear that I use to make one of these YouTube videos. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and God bless.